Lovely viewers, gather around because today's story is going to absolutely warm your hearts and light up your screens. You know how we all love seeing those candid, unfiltered moments from our favorite celebrities. The ones that feel so real, so intimate, and so different from the glamorous, polished image we usually see. Well, this time, the internet has been completely taken over by the sweetest video of Lee Min-ho. And it's not from a drama set or a press event. It's from his very own kitchen, and the star of the show, besides Min-ho himself, is none other than his adorable baby. Yes, you heard that right. Lee Min-ho's family kitchen moment with his little one has gone viral, and fans cannot stop talking about how wholesome and genuine it is. So what exactly happened? Let me paint the picture for you. Imagine a cozy, beautifully lit kitchen. Not too big, not too small, but just perfect for a warm family vibe. The countertops are lined with fresh vegetables, a pot is gently simmering on the stove, and in the middle of it all is Lee Min-ho, casually dressed in a simple white t-shirt and soft gray sweatpants, looking every bit the doting dad. But the real magic. His baby is right there with him, sitting in a little high chair, giggling and making the cutest sounds ever while watching dad work his magic in the kitchen. The video, which fans say was either shared on a private family account or leaked from someone close to the family circle, shows Lee Min-ho completely in his element. Not as a superstar, not as an actor, but as a loving father. At one point, he picks up a tiny spoon and pretends to feed the baby some mashed vegetables, making funny faces and silly noises that have everyone laughing. And then, the moment that broke the internet. He leans in, kisses the baby on the forehead, and says in the softest voice, "Daddy's cooking for you." Cue the collective awe heard across the world. Fans are calling this one of the purest things they've ever seen. Social media is exploding with hashtags like #MinhoDaddyMode and #FamilyGoals. And honestly, it's easy to see why. In an industry where everything is so curated and glamorous, seeing a superstar like Lee Min-ho in such a humble, loving moment is just magical. And let's not even start on how good he looks in this video. Casual, relaxed, with that warm smile as he stirs the pot and occasionally glances over to check on his baby. It's the kind of scene that makes you feel like you're watching a heartwarming family drama come to life. What makes this even more special is how natural he seems in this role. You can tell this isn't for the cameras, this isn't staged. This is real life. The way he talks to the baby, the gentle tone in his voice, the patience and care as he cooks and interacts, it shows a side of him that fans have always hoped to see. And now that we have this little glimpse, it feels like the world has fallen in love with him all over again. And oh, the reactions. Lovely viewers, the comment section under every repost of this video is a world of its own. People are saying things like, "This is the content I never knew I needed." And he's not just the king of K-dramas. He's the king of fatherhood. Some fans are even joking that they've officially retired from having celebrity crushes because their hearts can't handle this level of sweetness. Others are creating fan edits with soft music, captions like Lee Min-ho, from Hallyu star to super dad, and slow-motion shots of him holding his baby's tiny hand. Honestly, the internet hasn't been this soft in a while. But here's the part that will make your heart explode. Midway through the video, the baby actually tries to mimic him. While Lee Min-ho is stirring something in a pot, the baby grabs a tiny plastic spoon and starts waving it around as if saying, "Me too, Daddy." Can you even handle that level of cuteness? Because I can't. The proud look on his face when he sees that. It's the kind of moment that words can't do justice to. Pure joy, pure love, and pure family bliss. Lovely viewers, this isn't just a video. It's a statement. It's Lee Min-ho showing that beyond all the fame, all the success, and all the attention, what truly matters to him is family and these simple, priceless moments. And honestly, isn't that what makes us love him even more? To see someone who has the world at his feet choose to spend his time in the kitchen, cooking and laughing with his baby. That's real, that's beautiful, and that's everything. Now, of course, the internet being the internet, people are already speculating. Who filmed the video? Was it Song Hye-kyo, his rumored partner and the mother of the baby? If so, can we just pause for a second and imagine that picture-perfect scene? A happy family, love in the air, laughter filling the kitchen? Sounds like a dream, but this video makes it feel so real. Fans are convinced this is more than just a cute clip. It's a glimpse into a love story that's as real as it gets. So, lovely viewers, tell me, how do you feel after watching this viral moment? Does this make you believe even more in the possibility that Lee Min-ho has found true happiness in his personal life? And do you think this will lead to him sharing more family moments with us in the future? Because if this is just the beginning, I can only imagine how incredible the next chapter will be. Before you leave, let me just say this. Stay tuned because I've got some inside scoop about what happened right after this video was taken. Lovely viewers, if you thought that the kitchen video was the peak of cuteness, buckle up. Because what happened after that has taken the internet by storm and has everyone talking non-stop. Yes, that sweet family moment didn't just end with Lee Min-ho and his baby giggling in the kitchen. It led to even more heartwarming scenes that are now making fans believe they're living in a real-life K-drama. And honestly, I can't wait to share every single detail with you. So, after the viral clip ended, the one where we saw Min-ho pretending to feed his baby and kissing their tiny forehead, there's a continuation that surfaced online. How? Well, apparently, the original video was much longer than what first hit social media, and someone decided to share a few extra seconds of it. And oh my goodness, lovely viewers, those few seconds are everything. In this extended part, you see Lee Min-ho finishing up the meal he was preparing, a simple but delicious-looking porridge, and then with the most tender expression, he takes a small spoonful, blows on it gently to cool it down and says, "Just right for my baby." Can you even handle that? The way he said it, with so much love, has fans literally screaming in the comments. But here's the part that truly melted everyone's hearts. As he's feeding the baby, someone enters the frame. And yes, lovely viewers, it's believed to be Song Hye-kyo. She doesn't come fully into view, but you can see her hand reaching to adjust the baby's bib. And you hear her soft voice saying something like, "Careful, it's still hot." That one little interaction sent fans into a frenzy. The internet practically exploded with theories, confirmations, and celebration threads because, let's be real, that voice? Fans who have followed Song Hye-kyo for years swear it's hers. If that's true, then this isn't just a cute dad and baby moment. It's a full-on family scene, and I don't think any of us were ready for that level of sweetness. And just when you think that's all, the video ends with a sound that made people lose their minds. A little laugh from Lee Min-ho as he says, "You always worry too much," followed by what seems like a playful giggle from her. Cue the global meltdown. People are now calling this clip the softest thing to ever happen on the internet. Lovely viewers, if you could see the fan reactions, you'd understand why this has become the biggest trending topic right now. Now let's talk about the aftermath. As soon as the extended clip started circulating, fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, literally every platform, with edits, captions, and hashtags like hashtag Lee Min-ho family moment, hashtag Min-ho and baby, and even hashtag kitchen love story. The most popular fan edit so far has over 3 million views and features the entire clip set to a romantic OST from the airs. People are making theories, writing fanfiction, and even creating animations of the kitchen moment. One fan commented, "I didn't know I needed to see Lee Min-ho as a dad until today. My heart is full." Another said, "If this is real life, I'm crying happy tears for him." But here's the thing that's making everyone talk even more. Right after this viral frenzy, Lee Min-ho posted something on his Instagram that fans are convinced is related to the video. He uploaded a picture of a small ceramic bowl with porridge in it, captioned simply with a heart emoji and the word home. That's it. No explanation, no tags, just that. And of course the internet went wild. People are commenting things like, "Sir, are you confirming what we think you're confirming?" And home is where the heart and the baby are. Lovely viewers, do you think this is his subtle way of embracing the moment? Because honestly, it feels like the sweetest confirmation without saying too much. And you know what's even more exciting? Rumors are swirling that there's more content like this coming. Yes, insiders are whispering that this wasn't the only family clip recorded that day. Apparently, there's a video of the baby taking tiny steps while Lee Min-ho is cheering in the background. And if that ever gets out, the internet will officially shut down from cuteness overload. Can you imagine seeing Lee Min-ho on his knees, arms outstretched, calling his baby to walk to him? Lovely viewers, I don't think any of us would survive that level of heart-melting sweetness. Now here's where it gets even juicier. People who claim to know the family circle are saying that this video wasn't meant to be leaked at all. It was supposedly recorded during a quiet weekend at home, just for personal memories. If that's true, then the fact that it found its way online means someone close to them wanted to share a piece of their happiness with the world. And honestly, fans are grateful because moments like these remind us that behind all the fame and glamour, these stars are real people with real lives, real love and real joy. Lovely viewers, let's pause for a second and take this in. We've seen Lee Min-ho in countless romantic dramas, playing the perfect boyfriend, the ideal husband, the charming prince. But now we're seeing him as a father in real life, and it's not scripted, it's not acted, it's genuine. This is the side of him we rarely get to see, and it's everything fans ever hoped for and more. And the fact that he seems so happy, so at peace in this role, makes this moment even more special. But of course I have to ask, what do you think this means for the future? Will Lee Min-ho start sharing more family content? Will he finally open up about his relationship and fatherhood journey? Or will they keep these moments private and leave us piecing things together through these little glimpses? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I know you have a lot to say about this, and honestly I can't wait to hear your theories. And don't even think about going anywhere because the story doesn't end here. I have something else to tell you that will make your hearts explode with joy. What if I told you that the very next day after this kitchen moment, something even more magical happened? Something that involves a surprise outdoor picnic with a baby and a very special someone. Oh yes, lovely viewers, you're going to want to hear this because it takes the romance and sweetness to a whole new level. If you thought the kitchen moment was the ultimate dose of sweetness, wait until you hear what happened the very next day, because this is where the story takes an even more magical turn. Yes, that cozy family vibe didn't end in the kitchen. In fact, it spilled over into the most heartwarming outdoor scene you could ever imagine. I'm talking about an intimate picnic that has fans convinced this is no longer just a rumor-filled love story. This is the real deal, and we're getting the softest, most romantic chapters in real time. So here's what insiders are whispering. After that adorable kitchen video took over the internet, Lee Min-ho and his little family decided to spend some quality time outdoors. According to eyewitnesses, they were spotted at a secluded lush green park early in the morning, far away from the busy city. And when I tell you it looked like a scene straight out of a drama, I mean it. Imagine this: soft golden sunlight filtering through the trees, a gentle breeze swaying the leaves, and on a cozy blanket spread across the grass, you see Lee Min-ho, his baby, and yes, the woman everyone believes is Song Hye-kyo. Can you even picture how beautiful that must have been? Sources say the setup was absolutely dreamy. Nothing over the top, just pure simplicity and love. There was a wicker basket with fresh fruits, some pastries, and a flask of what fans are jokingly calling Min-ho's famous coffee. And here's where it gets even sweeter. Apparently, he was the one who prepared most of the food for this little family outing. Remember how we talked about him cooking in the kitchen? Well, that wasn't just for the baby. It seems he packed a few homemade dishes for the picnic too. Lovely viewers, if that doesn't scream husband and dad goals, I don't know what does. Now let me tell you about the highlight of this picnic that has completely melted hearts worldwide. At one point, someone who was lucky enough to witness this from a distance said they saw Lee Min-ho sitting on the blanket with a baby in his lap, holding a tiny piece of fruit and trying to get the baby to eat it. Every time the baby refused and giggled, he would throw his head back and laugh like the happiest man alive. And then, in the most precious twist ever, the baby picked up a piece and tried to feed him. Yes, lovely viewers, the little one actually tried to feed Dad, and he played along, pretending to take a big bite and saying, "Thank you, my little chef." If that's not the cutest thing you've heard all week, I don't know what is. But that's not all, because there's another detail that fans cannot stop talking about. While all this was happening, Song Hye-kyo was sitting beside them, smiling in that soft, serene way she always does, and at one point, she reached over to fix Min-ho's hair when the wind blew it into his eyes. Someone who saw it said it looked so natural, so intimate, like something they've done 1,000 times before. And then, for just a moment, their hands touched, and they didn't pull away. That simple touch has now become the most talked about moment on social media, with fans creating edits and captions like, A family that loves together stays together. Lovely viewers, as soon as pictures of this picnic started leaking, the internet went into overdrive. Twitter exploded with hashtags like hashtag Lee Min-ho Family Day, hashtag Min-ho with baby, and even hashtag picnic goals. Instagram fan pages are filled with grainy but precious photos showing Min-ho holding the baby up in the air while laughing. And let me tell you, people are calling it the most wholesome sight they've ever seen. Some fans are saying things like, "This is better than any drama he's ever done." And honestly, I have to agree because this is real life and nothing beats that. Now let's talk about what this means. This isn't just a one-time thing anymore, lovely viewers. First, the kitchen video. Now this picnic moment. These are not coincidences. They're glimpses into a life that seems full of love, warmth, and family bliss. And the best part, Lee Min-ho looks happier than ever. People who saw him at the park said his smile was constant. His energy was calm, and the way he interacted with both the baby and Song Hye-kyo was pure tenderness. Doesn't that make your heart swell? And here's where it gets even more exciting. Rumor has it that there's more content coming. Yes, apparently, someone close to the family hinted that there were a few more pictures taken that day, including one where all three of them, Lee Min-ho, Song Hye-kyo, and the baby, are sitting together, looking like the perfect picture of love and togetherness. If that photo ever goes public, I guarantee the internet will completely shut down. Fans are already begging for it in the comments, saying things like, "Release the family photo, we're ready." Lovely viewers, I need to know what you think. Do you believe this picnic moment is a clear sign that Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo are no longer hiding their happiness? Do you think this is their soft way of telling the world, "Yes, we're together, and we're a family now," without actually saying the words? Because honestly, it feels like the most beautiful, natural confirmation we could ever ask for. But before you go anywhere, let me just say this. You're going to want to stick around because the story doesn't end here. What if I told you that after the picnic, something even bigger happened? Something involving Lee Min-ho, an unexpected public appearance, and a gesture that fans are calling the most romantic thing he's ever done. Oh yes, lovely viewers, it gets better, and you do not want to miss what comes next.